Verbs Unveiled. Decoding active and passive voice. Hello, language learners. Welcome back to another exciting episode where we demystify the mysteries of English language grammar. Today, we are going to discuss an intriguing aspect of English grammar: active voice versus passive voice. So, buckle up and get ready to dive deep into the world of verbs and their voices. In English, sentences can be written in two different voices: the active voice and the passive voice. The active voice describes a sentence where the subject performs the action stated by the verb. In contrast, the passive voice describes a sentence where the subject is acted upon by the verb. Consider these examples. Active voice: John ate the apple. Passive voice: the apple was eaten by John. In the first sentence, John is the subject, and he is performing the action, eating. In the second sentence, the apple is the subject, and the action, eating, is being performed on it by John. The active voice is straightforward and easy to use. It's often the default voice in English and is usually preferred in most types of writing because it tends to be more direct, concise, and clear. When writing in the active voice, the sentence structure is subject plus verb plus object. Use the active voice when you want to highlight who or what is performing the action. For instance, in business communication, we often use active voice. We will process your order immediately. While active voice is more direct, there are times when you might want to use the passive voice instead. The passive voice places the focus on the action or the object that is experiencing the action, rather than the person or thing performing the action. When writing in the passive voice, the sentence structure becomes subject plus be plus past participle plus by plus agent. The agent is the doer of the action and is often included after by. Use the passive voice when you want to focus on the action or when the doer is unknown or not important. For example, in scientific writing, the passive voice is often preferred. The experiment was conducted. To recap, use the active voice when you want your writing to be direct, clear, and concise, and to highlight the doer of the action. Use the passive voice when you want to emphasize the action or the receiver of the action, or when the doer is unknown or unimportant. Remember, neither voice is wrong or right. It depends on your intention as a writer and the context of your writing. Understanding the difference between active and passive voice can help you to make more effective and appropriate choices in your communication. And that wraps up our exploration of the active and passive voice in English. Remember, it's not about choosing one over the other. It's about understanding their uses and making informed decisions on when to use each. We hope this video has given you a clear understanding of this fascinating aspect of English grammar. Keep practicing and happy learning. Stay tuned for more engaging content to perfect your language skills.